Great success awaits those who find opportunity in every difficulty. This same reflects the young hearts of the midshipmen now marching in front of you. They are the few who courageously made a step forward to take on the challenges of a midshipman's life, which definitely is not the kind of life everybody wants to bear. For a midshipman's life offers no room for a civilian attitude, where freedom is not a thing fully exercised, and where every single day is something to be prepared for. That is the kind of life he voluntarily chose in pursuit of an assured future.
To become a midshipman of the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific is not just a walk in the park. The Academy chooses its scholars in a manner where only the fittest survive. From almost 9,000 applicants, rose the 417 males and 13 females who pass a series of mental, physical, and medical exams and survive the grueling 8 months of a strictly regulated life. They are designated as the class of 2019, but call themselves the Serezaeons, which stands for the Sedulous Regents of the Zoetic and Azure oceans.
Formed for you are 2 platoons of young men and women who agreed to train artisans so as to form the most brilliant company of the midshipman fleet, the Silent Drill Company.
Gigi, pangalawa sa harap.
As soon as they are halted, the company commander now directs the platoon leaders to align the units to the center.
Pangalawa sa kanan.
Yan, kita-kita rito yan.
Yung nasa likod. Nasa likod. Diba ay parang nasa likod.
After the platoons are dressed in a line, the company commander now will give a series of manual of arms to exhibit the proficiency of the company. Right shoulder rolls. Left shoulder rolls. Port arms. And order arms. The company commander now orders the company to execute present arms. The head staff, we salute you all for sharing this significant occasion with us.
din.
The final command has been given. From here onwards, the company will perform the entire drill without further command.
Character defined as the moral and mental identity of every individual that gives them distinction from others, plays a significant role in the Academy's training. With systematically organized education and training, the midshipmen of the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific are molded to develop a character that is necessary for successful pursuit of a progressive maritime career, a character that shall encompass the Academy's motto, Virtus, Fides et Disciplina. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now witnessing the changing colors, blue and white, where the drillers in blue and white uniform interchange their posts, signifying the transitions we have undergone through the Academy's character building training. The midshipman development systems eventually reconstructs and transforms the young civilian to a fine and respectable gentleman.
Determination is the very first character MAAP has imparted to the class in 2019. From the moment we took our very first step to the high grounds of the Academy, we became aware that survival is only for those people who carry with them in a stock of determination. MAAP also agreed to the class in 2019 that determination is always accompanied by a vision. We were taught to be determined, not just in setting goals or visions, but also in taking charge, striving forward, going beyond our limits, and achieving what we have always wanted. This is what is actually signified by the formation now taking forward before you. The big arrow, which shows that dead ahead to reach this vision is the only direction that Serezaeons Class will be taking, determined to stride forward, instead of an abashed voyage to uncommon evil.
Having experienced being the lowest mammal in the Academy led us to acquire a courteous character. As cadets, we are expected to be polite at all times. And because of these expectations, we are used to greeting every person, whether a stranger or not, as we pass by them. This led us to a realization that there is nothing better than a conversation started with a courteous citation. Through a courteous act, we share the humble deeds embedded in our class, so that wherever we go, whatever we do, we tend to establish a bond with the people around us. As future seafarers, this will provide us an assurance to work in a hostility-free atmosphere. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we share our sense of courteousness through the letters H and I, hi, and a pleasant morning to all of you. We welcome you all to the silent drill exhibition of the class 2019.
Loyalty. This has always been a strong foundation of any successful institution, considering the facts that the subordinates will not only share the glorious facets of such institutions, but as well as the better ones, make it enough to withstand the furious winds of time. The amount of how much struggles and pain they share with such institution could be a basis for true loyalty. The class of 2019 is just on its way to proving its loyalty to the Academy, but its 1 year stay in the Academy has already provided the class with an impressive start. Now, forming in front of you are the letters M, A, P, MAAP, which denotes that our glorious year of 2019 is a true loyalty and a pledge that we will stand back to what our dear Academy has imparted on us.
yan. Payat siya.
With this, we carry within our identity the traits of a MAAP cadet. We render a salute, committing our loyalty.
Though we are being trained in a regulated system, the fear of God has always been a part of it. As human beings, we owe our very lives to Him, and it's just righteous to put His name above all. We would like to take this opportunity to praise and render our highest form of gratitude to the Almighty for the graces brought by the warmth of the morning winds, the hopeful rays of the afternoon suns, to the pampering streaks of lights of the evening moon and stars, for the strength that keeps us going, although bombarded with academic pressures, loneliness brought by the fact that we are miles away from our family. MAAP makes us realize that in this kind of life we chose, the trust and faith in God is our greatest weapon.
Cross yan, cross.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, forming before you is a huge cross, which signifies that as future seafarers, serving God is our primary duty.
Change is the only permanent thing in this world. Thus, the Academy trained us to become versatile, to accept change as part of our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, in front of you is the letter X, manipulated from the previous formation, which signifies the versatility of our character. Now watch as the driller show you a rifle exhibition called the Exchange of Rifles. This best symbolizes the camaraderie we were able to develop as we unitedly stand to its test of time. We believe, as well as our dear Academy, that hard work and consistency is indispensable for excellence. We have always been encouraged, not just to try, but to do our best in our every campaign. Such lies in the formation now taking form before you, the asterisk.
The Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific emphasizes quality education in the courses it offers. MAAP injects an intensive learning process through a thorough exposure of its cadets to the scholastic and practical aspect of their respective courses. Well-experienced and competent merchant marine officers facilitate the midshipmen's course training, imparting wisdom to experiences, which they may find vital to the job of a merchant marine officer. MAAP promotes academic as well as character-building activities, which will ensure solidarity among the midshipmen. Such group activities enable midshipmen to abolish differences concerning not only the courses they took, but also the racial distinctions. Right before your eyes are individuals, each of whom belong to a distinctive origin, race, and culture, but volunteer themselves to be a part of an institution which sees beyond those. Now formed before you are two identical circles, symbolizing unity among the midshipmen.
Mahirap. Mahirap.
Meron na isang hawak. Hindi, binili ko.
Flower.
Now watch as the drillers perform before you a rifle exhibition called the Planting of Rifles. This symbolizes the brotherhood we have inculcated in ourselves. One more time, the drillers speak around signifying the readiness of a MAAP cadet to become trustworthy, as well as to be trusted at all times, upholding that you watch my back, I watch yours pretty. At this juncture, keep an eye open as the drillers execute a rifle exhibition called the Passing of Rifles, symbolizing the willingness of every cadet to lend a hand to each other, no matter how small the help may be, thus making us learn to value every effort of a fellow Regent. Although the Academy is aiming for international excellence, which somehow pushes it to comply with the requirements of a successful pursuit to such goal. The requirements which is learning to speak the world's language, English, and led it to enforce an English-only policy within its borders. MAAP never stripped off its cadets from their Filipino heritage, moreover, encouraging them to face the world with a high Filipino moral. We, the MAAP cadets, are being trained not to think as an inferior race, rather a competitive and determined seafarer. We are being trained to stand firmly with our duties and responsibilities as a Filipino. To ensure our dedication to serving the country, the Academy incorporated a naval training course that will prepare us to become officers of the Philippine Navy, especially during the times when our dear country calls for nationalistic and affirming citizens. Now, ladies and gentlemen, formed before you is the word Navy, symbolizing the prestige of our vow to uphold and stand proud to the Filipino heritage.
Hindi.
Man exists because of his right to live, but what gives meaning to his existence is his principle and the way he lives his life according to it. Such is so important by reason of its representation to a certain personality of a human being. A man's principle is like a bright sun in the skies, which shines light on a man's life, making him see clearly and be able to cast his vision to wherever the lights may be radiated. Principle made man to dream, struggle, and endeavor greatly. It is so treasured that the same thing holds true to the midshipman in front of you. We learn to live a regulated life, embracing the most valued principle of this institution, the Honor Code, which states that we, the midshipmen, do not lie, cheat, steal, nor tolerate among us those who do. The code is so much valued, for between the lines lie the distinctive identity of the whole Academy itself, and the usefulness of this lies in the heart of every midshipman.
phone mo.
That is why, at this point, witness as the drillers fall before you an effigy of the honor code, the sun, which continuously burns, thus giving light to guide us to live life honorably.
At this point, gaze at the sun as it glares, signifying the lasting guidance brought by the honor code to a midshipman. It reminds us that a guiltless dignity is worth a lifetime of fortune. That honor should not be impaired by any luxury of detestable origin. And as a product of this proud institution, it is of our chief responsibility to act according to the standards of honor, for this will lead us to exist respectively. Encompassed in a midshipman development system, the code develops a sense of uprightness among the midshipmen.
As mortals are vulnerable to death, it is a universal truth that we live life just once, and it is therefore logical to say that we should live life to its fullest. Though sad to say that our life clock will one day come to a point where it will cease from ticking, life still offers vast varieties of opportunities, which mainly depends on how man makes use of every second passing by. In the Academy, we were taught to value time, to see the advantages of making time go with our side. The in-house training we have undergone provided the Academy the opportunity to inject a 24/7 day training, thus taking advantage of every second to train its midshipmen. Now, formed before you is the clock, which tells on how valuable we consider time to be.
The midshipman's life greatly relies on every tick of the clock. We are being trained to systematically prioritize the things to be done first. An earnest attitude greatly contributes to an effective time management. To accomplish a task at the shortest period requires a serious approach to the task at hand. That is, serious enough to become determined to carry it out. Doing things accurately also plays a vital role in time management. It is necessary to know what has to be done and how to do it, thus preventing errors which eventually may cause the delay in its fulfillment. The Academy adopts to prepare the midshipmen in a time-pressured life of board ship. To stay focused under time pressure is an asset in an environment where small delays can mean a disaster. With this, MAAP promotes time management among cadets to prevent such pressure. At this point, keep an eye on the clock as it tells you the exact time. It is now 4:35 in the afternoon.
Galing ah, 4:35 talaga. Ano yan? Sana? Ulian na, ulian dyan.
To be trained at MAAP is not an easy task. To survive such training requires a great deal of sacrifice. In exchange for the opportunities offered by the Academy, we sacrifice the loving moments we are spending in the company of our parents and relatives. We could still remember the very first day we entered the ground of this institution. It was not facing the gigs outside that brought sadness in our hearts. Rather, it was the realization that that very moment is the turning point of our lives, without them so close to us. In the morning of each day that followed is pervaded by the sweat brought by the training, while the evening fills itself with the tears from our eyes. as our hearts hurt because they seem so far away. We almost gave it up, but your letters once again strengthened our battered reels, recovered our ailing determination, and hopefully bridged the gap between our hearts. Your thoughts expressed your faith, and that brought out the best in us, thus strengthening us to endure the difficulties of our training. We have to face the fact that we are no longer kids to be pampered dearly, that the profession we chose is no place for a boy, but is completely of a man's world. We have to learn to let go, for that is the only way for us to learn. But our hearts will forever stay with you. That is why, at this point, we dedicate this huge heart to you, our beloved, symbolizing the love of midshipmen, who will forever treasure and give honor to audience like you. The class of 2019 can be compared to a set of dominoes. We are composed of different individuals who came from different regions of the country, with different dialects, personalities, and character. But these differences proved to be a test on how we could be molded to stand not as individuals, but as a class. Like a set of dominoes, we are all connected to each other in a manner where a single mistake from a single midshipman could affect the class as a whole. This relationship led us to develop the virtue of unity. We are being trained to stand strong as a class, to appreciate each other's differences, to always lend a helping hand to one another, to sympathize with each other's differences, and to accept the fact that we are one. That one midshipman's failure is the failure of all, and the success of one is everyone's success. We have learned to appreciate the reality that a class is only as strong as its weakest midshipman. Through this, we learn to act as a class, united in every aspect of life, as classmates, as brothers and sisters, and midshipmen and women of the fleet.
Tingnan niyo, mga nakababa na masyado yan. Ha? Nakababa na masyado.
Inspired by the Academy's vision, the Serezaeons class envisioned itself to initiate men, to lead an ideal maritime industry, which we envision to be termed as the Sedulous Regents of the Zoetic and Azure oceans. This vision serves as a challenge to the class of 2019 to acquire most, if not all, out of the training. As members of the midshipman fleet, the Serezaeons class has learned to beat the heart of a loyal follower. We have surpassed the difficulties of the stage when legal orders are orders, and their sole-wise option is to obey. We have learned through a hard way to eat our pride. And now the Serezaeons class step up to another level. We are now given an introduction to the word leadership, eventually beating the heart of a leader. Now formed before you are the last two digits of the proud year 2019, the year when we are to spread our wings and begin a journey and create a heaven out of a field goal.
Inspiration is a vital tool to us midshipmen. We are able to work doubly hard as inspiration gets into our hearts. Difficulties seem to be a piece of cake when the image of our inspiration penetrates the very nerves of our mind. It really feels good when you are dedicating such hard work to someone else, and you know that the people we dedicate this thing to appreciate and are very much thankful for the efforts you are exerting. Happiness seems eternal as we receive letters from the people who inspires us very much, which somehow keeps us on trying harder. The inspiration you brought us give us faith that at the end of this voyage is that someone who is patiently waiting with a tearful eye approaching us. That is why, at this point, we would like to say to you our very much treasured reply through the words, I love you. And thank you very much for being our inspiration.
At this point, we request everyone to please observe silence as we witness the most exciting part of the exhibition. Prepare yourselves for yet another breathtaking drill that required the midshipmen a lot of practice, patience, and determination. Ladies and gentlemen, the Silent Drill Company of the Class 2019.
Kita, nakita ka? Jenny, kita mo dyan?
Nanti kita mo?
Ah, kita mo.
Dito no?
Okay lang ba? Kita niyo ba daan sa likod? Kita sa likod. Kaya lilipat ako. Opo ah. Sir, gusto niyo siya kung buo muna. Okay lang dyan?
I'd like to introduce.
Hindi na kaya? Sir.
Look, girl, you got me faded. Like I down the whole bottle. Yeah, you walked in the room, looking like a Victoria's Secret.
Okay, let's go.
Start twerking like Molly. Twerking like Molly. Start twerking like Molly. Twerking like Molly. Start twerking like Molly.
One more from you, girl. Hey.
We need a beat.
See me in the spotlight, cool, never your time. Show me what you got, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time. See me in the spotlight, cool, never your time. Show me what you got now, come and make it worth my while. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it.
Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes. But it's the only thing that I know. When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing makes us feel bad. We keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves. Where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till
Every story always has an ending. Every sentence should always have a period. Every composition should then be concluded. For such will give time to the reader to judge or somehow critique what they have just read. This justifies how effective a composition came to be, and its efficiency depends on how much idea was absorbed by the reader. Now formed before you are the letters B, Y, E. Bye. God bless and thank you for being such a wonderful audience. We hope that this meeting will bring you to a lasting, wonderful memory. Once again, goodbye. We hope we are able to touch your lives as well as you did ours.
Today is February 6, 2016. Today, each of the Sedulous, Regents, the Zoetic, and the Azure oceans will never forget in their lives. Where every member of the Serezaeons Class of 2019 waited, endured, suffered, most of all, conquered the long, sorrowful yet happy, enduring yet fruitful, difficult yet challenging days of being a fourth class. After a year in the academy, the boys and the girls you once knew are happy to be grown as responsible gentlemen and ladies of honor. From this very moment, the heart of every Serezaeon is on fire. Every soul is rejoicing, for the struggles, pains, joys, and sorrows we share are now just colorful, heartwarming, self-fulfilling memories of our glorious past. For this day is destined to be the day when the midshipman fleet of the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific recognized the existence of a group of worthy and deserving men and women who were able to endure and withstand the days of being a midshipman. We, the young hearts of the class of 2019, will make sure that we will never let the honor and dignity of the midshipman fleet and of our beloved academy fade away and be in peril.
And from this point, ladies and gentlemen, the drillers now proceed to their introductory formation in preparation for a passive review to give honor to you, our audience. Ladies and gentlemen, the silent drill company of the Serezaeons Class of 2019. Now approaching the grandstand is a solid drill company of the class 2019, headed by its company commander, Midshipman 4th Class John Euro, Pacfic City, and his staff, Midshipman 4th Class Aldous Alcabos, Butuan City, Midshipman 4th Class J. Inofente, Agusan del Norte, Midshipman 4th Class Ivan Capedro, Nabo, Camarines Sur, First Platoon Leader, Midshipman 4th Class Vince Caspillion, Polo City, and his elements, Midshipman 1, 4th Class Birneza, Florentino, Secretario, Villaroy, Midshipman 4th Class Alcaucin, Lasalillo, Bautista, Benito, Bosangit, Pura, Corpus, Cruz, de Guzman, Goyago, Ignacio, Harap, Lapawig, De Nacero, Llanes, Pictat, Moraña, Morales, Opas, Pacific, Salilo, Salvador, Eureka, Villaña, Villanueva.
Second platoon leader, Midshipman 4th Class Christian Fabio, Olongo City, his elements, Midshipman 4th Class Francisco, Midshipman 4th Class Sabana, Bisang, Sampongan, Cabaran, Balakwit, Bato, Carumba, Casaclaw, Remenya, Cortes, Talipet, Tabia, Dumay, Eloren, Ison, Lopez, Baraya, Minasol, Nening, Babalan, Padilla, Pangilinan, Pastor, Polea, Ramirez, Raimundo, Zapater, Urbano, Villanueva, Villarreal, Sarcillo. Drummers, Midshipman 4th Class Jairo Anador, Cavite, Midshipman 4th Class James Sabigo, Tarlac. The elite squad, Midshipman 4th Class Baisa, Elises, Madres, Otis, Mahayakay, Pareñas, Peñoso, Rinigdig. Annotators, Midshipman 4th Class Christian Montalvo, Cabuyao, Laguna, Midshipman 4th Class Jublain Cerodias, General Santos.
We would like to acknowledge the assistance of following persons, for without them the solid drill exhibition you just witnessed would not be a success.
Vice Admiral Eduardo Sanchez, Armed Forces of the Philippines Retired, President, Maritime Academy of Asia and Pacific, Commander General L. Chico, Philippine Navy, CPO Edgar Tanlawan, PO Second Savannah Leon, which is my first class Flores, Garcia, Israel, Arobel, which is my second class